grab some blueberries. Boom. Alrighty. Let's wait for a couple people to get on. This is a very, very important live stream that I've been waiting to do for a really, really long time. I'm really excited for this opportunity to share what I'm about to do on this live stream with you all. See, for those of you who don't know, my name is Joshua Rush. I'm on a Disney Channel show called Andy Mac. And I love being on Andy Mac, but the thing that I've always truly, really loved, like what I believed is my true calling, my true passion, is making guacamole. And so tonight I'd like to share with you all my recipe for guacamole, which has been a Rush family secret for the last 6 months. And I want to teach you all how to make guacamole that doesn't suck. Now, first of all, the most important thing that you need to know about guacamole, could you turn it? Just watching. The first and most important thing that you need to know about guacamole is that how hard your avocados are doesn't matter. I like them a little bit soft. Yes, sissy, I am going to the KCAs. I'll see you there, hopefully. The second thing is, no, you absolutely do not need salsa. My own personal guacamole recipe was born out of not having any salsa, and I was able to create guacamole that is absolutely delicious. So let's get started. I have got 4 avocados here because I'm making a whole lot of guacamole. I can't believe 1,000 people are watching me do this stupid thing. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the avocados with a spoon and just scoop all the meat out of there. And we're just going to put the husks, the shells of these avocados out to the side. This is a great bowl to put guacamole in, if you see it right here. It's wooden, it's large, it's also got Mickey Mouse on it, which we always love. Gotta spread that Disney magic. So, just gonna Rachel Ray this and show you guys as I scoop a whole lot of guacamole, or a whole lot of avocado. And if you, over here, over to that side, I've got a bunch of different spices. If you're following along at home, which you absolutely should, because I'm about to teach you how to make the best guacamole of your freaking life. The spices that you use, they're salt, onion salt, garlic, pepper, and cayenne pepper, which is really one of the 2 secret ingredients. I won't tell you what the second secret ingredient is until we get over there. So another thing to really keep in mind is keep something to wipe your hands off with, because you know what, no matter how hard you try, get the stem out of there, no matter how hard you try, you're probably going to get some guacamole guts on you, which is quite unfortunate. Someone asked, are you doing guacamole? Heck yeah, I'm doing freaking guacamole, like I keep saying on this live stream. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to make some of the most delicious guacamole you've ever freaking seen in your entire life. Use a knife for the avocado. No. I use a spoon, lets me scoop everything out. If you look on the inside, I'm really able to kind of mold the avocado to my liking. So now that I've scooped out all this avocado, delicious, I've got my paper towels right here. I can go and dry them off. Now, as I pull this off, I'm going to just kind of wipe this off because I'm going to use this spoon a little bit later. I'm going to actually get a steak knife, which I think is one of the most important things, especially if you have some harder guacamole. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this sort of drawing motion. And what this is going to do is it's going to cut up the avocados into a size that is a little bit, more than a little bit, a lot easier to use. And as you can see, already, I've only been doing this for a minute, and you can already tell it's looking a lot more like guacamole if you look in there. Of course, we are going to add a lot more of different spices and things. One thing to always note, of course, be very careful with your knife while you are doing this. You don't want it to slip out. I have got a permanent scar on my hand from mishandling a steak knife, so always be careful. ABCs, always be careful. And so, the more that you do this, what you'll start noticing is you'll start seeing these as you continue along, and I've kind of done it on almost a quarter of this right now, is that it will get a lot finer, very, very quickly, it will get very, very fine. And that's because, the avocado is really, really soft, and so it's kind of deceiving you. Because what'll happen is, along the top, a lot of this will get very, very soft and very thin, and it'll almost start looking like guacamole already. But then, why are you hiding? But then you'll start flipping it over, which is where you get your third utensil, which is the fork, which we're going to use a lot more later. And you start noticing that some of those bigger pieces have been hiding in there, which we obviously do not want. We want some nice, smooth guacamole. If you want chunky guacamole, which I know some people like, they are wrong. But if you like chunky guacamole, someone said, Josh, we know how to make guacamole. It's the easiest thing in the world to make. Yeah, but I make it better than everyone else. So, listen, the fun of the guacamole is not in the guacamole itself. It's in the sharing and partaking of the guacamole. Yeah?
Check out my new comment.
What'd you say? I see Fortnite Hack God 24. Someone said get a haircut. Oh my god, literally tomorrow. Literally tomorrow. Literally tomorrow. Getting a haircut tomorrow for the KCAs. Like I got my eyebrows did. Okay, cool, tight. So we've got some guacamole and it's already getting a lot lighter, easier. This is really going to be easy to work with. And now we're going to get into the real ASMR part, which is where we get this fork and we're just going to... That's for all of you who just love ASMR. And really, at this point, if you've done enough chopping with the knife, there's not going to need to be too much to do with the fork, except for breaking down some of those those harder parts. So one thing that I like to do is rather than take it and really stab into it, you're going to want to do a little bit of a motion like this, if this is from the side, shunk, shunk, and you want to use each of these little pieces, these prongs of the fork, to slice through a little bit of it. Many of you don't know that because, so many of you just don't know how to make guacamole, and I'm so sorry about that. So now I'm kind of winding down towards the end of this forking process. It's like I almost said a swear word, but I'm on the Disney Channel. So now we're going to get into the spices, and the first one that I like to put in is the garlic. Garlic is one that I think is incredibly important. This is going to add a little bit of dimension. I like to put all the spices in at once. Don't put too much garlic in there. It's a very overpowering flavor. As is the onion, which is the next thing, and put even less onion in there than you do garlic. Just really okay, cool. Then we're going to go to the cayenne pepper, which I think is the most important second most important ingredient. Now, our cayenne kind of broke because I was being stupid. Now, you'll notice this kind of red color in the guac at this point. That's going to go away the minute that you start mixing that up, so don't... it's spicy. As the cayenne mixes in there, it's gonna stop being so spicy. The avocado is really gonna overpower that stuff pretty quickly. Nope. Next, you want to get your ground black pepper. Someone said the most important is lime, and let me tell you, we are gonna get there. All right, Chief.
True.
So true. Truth. Truth. Cool. Where was I? I was at pepper, right?
You were at pepper.
I sure was. So we're going to get some pepper. Once again, I'm really not being too careful with this because I think the avocado is going to be the most overpowering thing. The most important thing is as you put all these ingredients in, know that you can always put more in, but you cannot take more out. And I'm really most careful with that rule with regards to the salt. So I'm going to put the salt in my hand. I don't think I put too much in, so I'm going to actually dump all that in there. And so now you can see I have all my ingredients right there. And so now it's time to grab your last two utensils, your fork and your spoon, and you're just going to want to and we've got 4 avocados in here, so I know that I've under-seasoned it, and I think that is really important to know. You're just going to under-season your guac, and I consider it better to under-season it, because you can just never take away more salt. So let's give that a quick taste. It's pretty good. I'm gonna add a little bit more cayenne. And you know, the more that you make the guac, the more that you are gonna perfect your own personal recipe as per your own personal taste. I'm adding a little bit more garlic in there, which is gonna give it a little bit more of a savory, a little bit more of an umami. And just a smidge, there we go, babes. Just a smidge more salt, and now we're gonna mix all those new things in there. Now, these are all going to help, but there is one thing that is way more important than anything else that you can possibly put in your guacamole. And it's lemon. That's right. I know everyone else puts lime. I put lime in there too. Lime is coming up next. I put just a dash of lemon in there. Stop. When am I getting my Food Network show, honestly? So I put a dash of lemon in there, which is going to really help balance out with some of those lime. I call this Sprite guacamole. Just kidding. Now I'm just going to lay it on thick with that lime until a lot of this is wet, moist. Woo! So we've got our limon, we got our lime. We're just gonna mix that bad boy up again. And so now, you've got this really great consistency of guacamole because not only have we used the fork, but we've also used the knife. So you get some little chunky bits in there. But you also get an overall smooth quality, smooth texture, smooth flavor.
Can I try some?
No. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
This is terrible.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this live stream. This is guacamole. That's how you make guacamole. Sorry to all of you who have previously made guacamole because I am better at making it than you. So if you want to remember everything that I put in here, from least to most that I put in, it's going to be lemon, then cayenne, then onion, then garlic, then pepper, then lime juice, then salt, and of course, most importantly, I used 4 avocados in this recipe. Thank you for watching. I've now made, for all of you, the best guac in the world. Bye!